Now, if I can do this, anyone can do it because I'm not, you know, the handiest person in the world. These, by the way, I got at Walmart. These are just little mini lights. They're going to go underneath my table. They're just little mini lights. Okay, so the grocery store, this is just a coffee can, a metal coffee can with a lid. Any kind of can with a lid will do, okay? What I did is I got a 60 millimeter computer fan. You can get a bigger one, but I just wanted a little one. And I cut a hole in my coffee lid and hot glued my fan onto the lid. Make sure that the fan blows into the can, not out. So make sure you have it turned the right way. It's kind of important. The fan comes with these black wires on it. That's so you can wire it into your computer. Okay, again, it's a 60 millimeter. I want to say that's what it is, 60 millimeter fan. Okay, then I went and got these. These are called, these are called snap connectors. Okay, and I got these from our electronics store. Okay, this is what they look like, and they snap on to a 9-volt battery. That's what they're for. Let me grab my wire cutters. Or strippers. So I have wire cutter, wire stripper combination. These wires weren't quite long enough, so I had to strip the wires. You just basically put it in there and it strips off. You just squeeze it and it strips off. Okay, so I needed to do that because I needed, you know, wire to tape this to this, red to red, black to black. Okay. So I have electrical tape, that's black tape that you get at the hardware store, or you can get it, they have little itty bitty gray wire nuts too. You gotta use the small ones, they're gray colored, and they're the smallest ones they have because these are really fine wires. So you can use wire nuts too, but I just basically took this black wire onto this black wire, kind of wrapped the wires together and then taped it with the electrical tape. It's just black tape called electrical tape. And so now it's one piece. Now I have some plastic vinyl tubing. That's what this is vinyl tubing. Again, this was at the hardware store. And this is 3/8 of an inch. It's 1/4 inch on the inside and 3/8 of the inch on the outside. So you need a drill with a 3/8 inch bit. So what I did is I just used a screwdriver and just poked a hole and then took the drill and drilled in and got a hole that fit this hose perfectly. And you want it nice and tight. Now if it's not nice and tight, put a little hot glue around this to seal it up. You need it not to be leaking. Okay, so if you actually drill the hole a little big, use hot glue or some silicone caulking to seal it. Okay, and there it is in there. Okay, so I have my fan with the hole in the lid glued on, and again I used just hot glue to do that too. And it fits on my coffee can, my 9-volt battery here with my snap connector. And when you put these together, see the fan goes? Looky, it runs. And then it pumps air out of this hose. Now, if you want more air to come out, use a bigger one of these. They come in all different sizes. I just happen to use the 3/8. It's 1/4 opening, 1/4 inch opening, but it's a 3/8 inch wide vinyl tubing. So you can use a bigger one if you want something bigger. Okay, and basically what I want to do is I'm going to take this hose and I'm going to stick it up the center of my cake so that the smoke in here will come into my crystal ball. So I did not want this, though, ugly thing around my cake. I said, no, I can't do that. That looks really bad. So what I needed was a fortune teller's table to hide my fog machine. So went back to the hardware store and I got a bucket. Okay, it's just a basic black bucket. And I drilled a hole in the center of the bottom with that same drill bit, the same size so that my hose will stick up into it. And I cut a small hole with my knife. I cut this hole out, okay? I also I cut through this to get the handle off too. And it was not easy to get off. Okay, so what we can do now is we can actually hide this guy in here. Now you won't see it. Okay, so what I need, but I can fit my hand. The reason why I made this hole this big is because I want to fit my hand in there because I need to put the battery on. You know, I need to get everything set up and then turn it on when I'm ready to turn it on. So What I need to do now is I have to actually get the dry ice and the light and get this thing ready. Okay, so I'm going to take my hose, I'm going to feed it up through the center of this bucket. There we go. All right, so we really don't need this quite this long, so we're going to cut it off. Let's see. We'll cut it off like right here. We can always cut more if we need to. I have the light that goes in with my skull, so I'm going to go ahead and turn him on. Turn it on. I guess we can always hide it if we need to. That's okay, that works. Put in our gelatin ball. Okay, now comes the tricky part. Now we need to do the dry ice. Let's get our lights around here. So you want everything set up. And we can actually drape them up and down. Let's tape those on. Oh, actually, we don't have to tape them. We can just put them up. Like so. Okay. Oh, I guess we need to get this out because we have to get the dry ice in. So now we need hot water and dry ice.